Now it all adds up. So Sawashiro wanted to get tossed in the ocean.
Yeah. We made plans to meet up at Kasuga's place.
Does this mean we're trusting him after all?
Depends on how our conversation goes. Now, I imagine he'll want to keep a low profile. Maybe we'll get to see him in disguise.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
So, we're gonna go meet him at Kasuga's. That is the plan. That was the plan from the start. Just go straight over there. Sawashiro might be a good guy, alright? You just find out for yourself, Wendy, if you think you can trust him or not, alright? I'm still kind of on the fence about it, but, you know, never know.
Sawashiro, you should see yourself right now.
I'd appreciate you sticking to the point. I'm not man of time, you know.
All right. But first, we need to know where you stand. Who is Ebina to you?
The visionary responsible for the Second Great Dissolution. And a man after Masumi Arakawa's own heart.
We thought the same at first. But in light of his recent behavior, I'm sure you've noticed something's up by now.
Yeah. The Second Dissolution's just a smokescreen.
It was a lie.
A shiny ad to pull in fresh recruits. But I found that out too late. After sending Ichi to Hawaii.
Gee, isn't the timing convenient?
It does sound that way. But if it was a lie, I'd expect something a bit more convincing.
He has a point. Look at that. Your slimy reputation precedes you. And it's in your
Kiryu just knows when to read people.
Let's talk about Kasuga in Hawaii. He's there to lure out Akane-san, isn't he? And it was Ebina who proposed that. Likely to curry favor with Bryce. Sound right?
Right on the money.
If that's the case, why are you still working with him? You had to have known. The hell Akane-san's going through, dodging death at every turn. Isn't she the woman your boss loved?
Yeah, but don't forget, Ichi's over there. As long as he's in Hawaii,
Well,
Akane-san's in good hands.
about that.
placing your bets on Kasuga-kun, are we? Sounds
About
like
that.
you trust him.
Something like that.
Hanawa died.
But with him on the job, I can focus on the
Wong's
real
dead.
work I gotta do.
Ani is kidnapped.
Real work? And that would be...
Putting Ebina's fake plan into action. I'm gonna see the Second Great Dissolution through.
Huh?
But if I have any hope of doing that, I need to know Ebina's true motive.
Motive for what?
The waste management business he's running with Polycana. It has something to do with nuclear reactors. Specifically, the waste these reactors pump out.
What?
Nuclear waste? As in from power plants?
Yeah.
Similar to what
On one
Kiryu
end, there's
worked on.
spent fuel rods, which can still be repurposed and weaponized. Without strict protocols in place, they could easily fall into the wrong hands. On the other end, there's dirt, water, concrete, equipment, and what have you that end up getting contaminated. These are considered low-level radioactive waste, and while they're not as deadly, there's a lot of it. And with Japan dragging its heels in the decommissioning process, we're left with mountains of waste that'll remain toxic for centuries. The
Yeah,
best they can
idea.
do is silo it off in temporary storage facilities and hope a solution arises in the future.
Maybe. I switched what screen I was
Oh,
watching
yeah.
Josh on.
I hear about that on the news every now and again. No matter where they try to build these facilities, the locals always fight against it.
That's precisely what Polycana honed in on. For over 20 years, they've been stashing nuclear waste from around the globe on their private island. You know it as.
Nele Island.
Nele Island.
According to Polycana, that's paradise. A reward for only the chosen.
Yeah. Real fitting, isn't it?
Using sacred ground to hide away toxic waste. Bryce has a real sense of humor.
Also, the fee they charge for processing the waste isn't cheap. And I'm sure Ebina gets a nice cut. But beyond that, I still don't know where all our ex-Yakuza factor in. My guess is they're needed for loading and transport.
So that's it then. Ebina's yet another money-hungry maniac.
Kinda.
Now, I know I shouldn't say this, but hear me out for a second. If Polykhana's willing to bear the brunt of Japan's nuclear waste problem, in spite of all the issues, isn't it a win for the country?
From what I understand, each country's responsible for its own nuclear waste. How does Ebina plan on going around the law?
Well, he won't have to if they loosen regulations. Politicians, bureaucrats, and investors
That's
are
where
all waiting to
Polykhana comes in.
jumpstart the nuclear industry in Japan. And to keep the money flowing, they'd build even more reactors if they could. And naturally, they'd also welcome any waste disposal method that seems convenient. So if one day you hear the TV saying how the government wants to ship its waste offshore, that means they've already started trying to sway public opinion. And eventually, a change in legislation
Where's the Dashi
will
to
follow.
clarify everything?
Wow, that's
Insane.
So essentially,
There's a chance Ebina
they're talking
and
about
Polykhana
where they
could
move
legally be in the
nuclear
clear.
waste.
If only
And
it weren't the Yakuza and a cult, I might have just took it and
Polykhana is
shrugged.
helping
Sorry if this sounds biased.
Ebina
but there
do
has
all
to be
that
an
in
ulterior
Japan.
motive somewhere.
But
There absolutely
Polykhana
is.
is also doing the same thing
In other words,
already in
We're
Hawaii.
sticking with Ebina to figure out that motive.
So they're
Yes.
trying to move productions
You say
from
that,
Japan to
But did you
Hawaii
really need to
to do
blow
the same thing.
Kiryu-san's cover?
But you
You know,
can't do
on
it
the Tatara
legally.
channel?
I merely read the script I was given.
Huh. Alright.
It's true that for Ebina, the second dissolution might just be a means to an end.
Oh,
However, if
tried my
Masumi
best.
Arakawa were alive, this is something he would have wanted. And if whatever Ebina's planning would subvert that, I'll bring him down from the very foundation.
I see.
When that time comes, I would hope to have the Dragon of Dojima's support. That's why I went through all this, to speak with you.
How could the great dissolution we forged with the Tojo clan and the Omi alliance crumble like this? People put their lives on the line.
this is
to
something
open
that
a
you don't
path
really
to the
understand,
future.
though,
But all it took
Wendy,
was 4
since you
years
didn't really play the previous game.
Kiryu-san.
Guess your plans weren't so airtight. As a country, Japan's not exactly kind to those who make mistakes. Far from it, actually. So yeah, these ex-Yakuza had nowhere to turn but Ebina. Getting back on their feet wasn't an option.
That's the last game was the whole point of
No,
Ichiban
Something's not right.
going against his
It shouldn't
old
have been like
mentor
this.
and
This
help
wasn't the
shut
plan they told
down
me about.
the
plan we all
Yakuza
believed in.
that we knew it as, which is what
Sorry,
Kiryu
who
was
are
known
they?
for.
The leaders of the Great Dissolution. Daigo Dojima, 6th chairman of the Tojo clan,
Daigo.
along with Goro Majima and Taiga Saejima.
Daigo and Majima are my favorites. Daigo is 0 teams, Majima's 9. But here he is. So in order for this to come to fruition, Kiryu's like, we have to go talk to them. They have pretty much the most sway. Good lord. You'll see a few of them. So, but for now, we're back as Ichiban.
You've made a wise decision, gentlemen. Be it poison of the soul or the soil, trust that Palakana's fires will purify. Let it cleanse your sins
Oh, this is fucked.
and your refuse.
This is what I was talking about
You
before.
are all now members of my family. In
You
due
see Ebina there?
time, the leaders of your country will unveil a new energy initiative. Finally, your great nuclear reactors will come to life again, enriching us all. Truly, those fortunate enough to be gathered here will be made prosperous.
I don't know
Will
the
be
guy in the
made
top right.
fat
The
with
other
wealth.
ones kind of look kind of generic.
We are in your debt, my generous sage. On behalf of all citizens of Japan, thank you for cleansing our nation. I've spoken to the minister. We're clear to begin reopening the power plants.
My humblest gratitude.
If I may be so bold, you are a ray of silver light that is shone upon our burdened economy. In so many words, a savior.
Let us not forget our silent partner, Ebina-san.
Wow.
We owe this
He's
day
even
to
thinking
you
of it.
as well.
He's trash.
You deserve far more glory than we can offer.
Indeed. You've done a great deal for us, Ebina-san.
Why is he looking down?
You
He
are
makes
the
you so
chairman.
bad.
Once my organization is restructured, I look forward to sharing the public eye with you. Till
The
then,
fact that Dwight's
I
still around
graciously
is so
accept your
annoying.
guidance, now and in the future.
Apologies, gentlemen.
Alright, this is
fear our
fucked.
time
You
is
ready
up.
for this?
I'm overdue for a ritual with my flock.
You ready for this ritual?
Farewell.
Good news, Overseer.
What is it?
We secured the girl. She's coming in on the next boat.
And am I supposed to be impressed by this?
Damn.
Had you settled this earlier, I wouldn't have relied on Ebina's help. If ever there comes a day when he uses this against us, it'll be your last, Dwight.
There won't, I swear.
I have no comment. I don't need to say anything.
You have all been chosen. Father Bryce has granted you the right of fire. Now, forsake yourself to the flames and save these lowly sinners. Keep going! Their impurities have not been fully purged. They are to be unspoiled, nothing less.
That's fucked up. Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. It's absurd
You've
what he's
made
doing to
me
these
very
kids.
proud, my children of Palikana. Even if the world were to collapse into darkness, I'm confident your flames would light the way.
And they're happy? Of course they're happy. This is what cults are like. Unfortunately, he's fucking up the youth, so... But he's got way too much power. Because we really see him messing
You're
with the
still
youth,
awake.
but
You're no good to
he's
her
got like
exhausted
undercover
now.
spies and everything.
Lonnie!
I'm so sorry, Akane-san. It's all my fault.
So she's still knocked out. I believe she actually starts waking up here pretty soon. Could be wrong.
Fucking hell. What a sorry sight.
And they all burn.
Hey,
Dude, that's fucking...
I don't particularly give
That's
a shit
rough.
if you run out
Why
the
would you
clock
do that to
bawling
me?
like a child. But remember one thing.
What?
Kazuma Kiryu's still out there. And you've let that man down too many times already. He saw something in you. Somehow. Now get him.
You had to knock some sense.
You're right. It's time to go.
Start moving then. You've wasted enough time.
Yeah.
It was personal and well deserved. So now we gotta talk to our friends. Make sure everybody feels up to par and ready to go.
Shit.
Hey, everybody's still kind of fucked up from that night where everybody died.
Uh-huh. Hey, Adachi-san. Is Chichan around?
Obviously.
She was here a while ago.
Shit.
Yeah, I guess it could be obviously. You're
She
probably
bailed
right.
on us?
Seriously? Why would she do that now?
This whole time, Age's been using her to play
Forget
us like
her.
suckers. Maybe she figured, now that the truth's out, we'd take revenge.
But Chichan tried to warn us, didn't she? When Polycana was on their way,
She
came
tried to
clean.
warn us, though, right?
She has to know she's still one of us.
Well, think of it this way. If Chichan had given AG up just a few minutes earlier, Lonnie might still be here. Hanawa-san and Wong might still be alive.
I'm sorry, Kasuga, but Tomi's got a point there.
You too, Adachi-san. She must have had a good reason. Chichan wouldn't cut and run. I'm sure she's still around here somewhere.
Who do we call?
Chichan? Damn it, there's no
Yeah,
answer.
okay. Just say there's no one.
Chitose, her name was? I just got a report in. She took off on her own a while ago.
Chichan?
Oh, there you have it. She ditched us. I was gonna skip ahead. So we gotta go, one, kind of go find her. Two, find out where they took Lonnie. Simple as that. There's the Asakawa quest over there. I'm not seeing anything else. Can't even do Sojimaru's quest. Alright, well, for now... Oh, for now... I gotta make sure my fucking gear's right. God, I almost ran out there. Survival boots. Sure. And I want the lucky money. Oh, I think Chitose has my dragon bind. Oh, what is this one? She has my fighter's belt. That's what it was. Gallant binding. I'll take that. Dachi here. Lonnie is far more important than Chichan. Yeah, no comment. Alright, no comment. You can definitely believe so, but I don't really think so. She's got to stick around, man. She's too much to the plot at this point. Glow necklace, sure. Champion's ring. There we go. And Eric. This suits you, man. Just suits you. Atmosphere, bro. I'm still using level 3 equipment. Alright. She's literally too important to the plot. It's like getting rid of Eric. It's too important. Like he's still around. Can't just ditch him. All right, so now we gotta tell the old lady that we lost Lonnie.
Don't you even dare.
Aloha again, Auntie.
Lonnie's been kidnapped. Akane-san could have been killed?
Guess word travels fast, huh?
What a fool I was, trusting a bunch of blundering punks.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up.
I leave them in your care and it all goes to pot?
Literally, like, immediately.
Come on, it's not like that. Wait, let us try to make things right. Chitose, do you remember her? Has she been by here?
Why? She finally get fed up with you dimwits? Actually, I think I did see her go by a little while ago.
Please say you know where she was headed.
What? Do I look like a mind reader?
Alright.
I've no clue.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip it. So we go around trying to figure it out. It's not that hard, actually. We just get some clues and then we move on with our life. I'm not gonna do karaoke. As much as I want to do karaoke, I promise. A few.
We were right to bolt from here when we did. The police sure moved fast on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say they've
I
already
think this is
carried
still
out
the same
plans.
day as
Either
when
way, we're not
they
getting any
died.
closer.
It's only like hours
Ichiban,
later,
if they catch wind of you, it's
if that.
no passport, and now no Kiryu-san or Daidoji faction to back you.
Really? Are you quite sure of that?
You guys!
It's still the Daidoji.
Whoa, who's this? You know him?
Perhaps you don't remember us. We served Hanawa as his elite aides. During the attack, we were procuring Akane-san's plane. We had no idea what was coming.
They weren't there.
We're
when
aware of
shit
what
hit
happened
the
thanks
fan.
to the safe house's surveillance camera. Eiji Mitamura was a Polycana operative, it seems.
This seems so... about Hanawa-san and everything.
You needn't say anything. His death wasn't your fault, Kasuga-san. Mitamura played his hand well and outwitted us all. We knew that Hawaii would be unfamiliar territory, yet we came short-staffed. Our focus on Polycana left us vulnerable to certain flanks. This was a miscalculation on the part of our superiors. We'll report it as such.
Well, jeez.
We are fully aware that, if not for you, Akane-san would still be missing or dead. Hanawa died believing in our organization and this mission.
If you say so. But it's not that easy for me to believe I wasn't partly responsible.
Yeah, losing
I get
Hanawa was
that.
actually super sad.
That's why I'm
I
still
can't believe they
involved
killed
here.
him off.
Believe me, we know your psych profile. We'd like to offer you
After
our
all the
assistance.
saving I did in Gaiden.
What's that mean?
Let's find a better place to speak.
I'm-
Eiji Mitamura is in our sights now. We've much more intelligence than before. I'd like to share our findings with your party. It should prove useful.
Well, what do you have in mind?
Perhaps Kiryu-san's old hotel room would serve? I trust you remember it. Our group will head there first. We shouldn't be seen traveling together.
Good ideas.
They're pretty polite for a bunch of lizard people.
Hanawa must have raised them right.
Okay, we should go.
So you heard it. Heard it from him. I really should check out other weapons. 'Cause, I mean, I'm using the fucking level 30 timber. You know, it's kind of lame. Let's head here. There's a couple of things I want to do first while I have money, I guess. Might as well unlock everything. Oh, I can't do it. This is nighttime. You motherfucker. They do this to me, huh? Beginner's weapons, sports equipment. Give me this store.
Aloha.
Super alloy bat. 140,000. So that'll take every money I have. Take it all. What is this one for? This is the linebacker one. Only Chitose has it unlocked at the moment. It's not good enough.
Thank you.
Because I don't even have it on. Fine. Fine, I guess. Where's the gearworks? Look at that money go. Fine, I had to buy something so I get stronger. And now I gotta go upgrade it. Wait, I don't think I have any parts to upgrade it. It's a different issue. Yeah, that is problematic actually, now that I think about it. Hey, Julie.
Welcome.
Oh, this isn't Julie. Surfboard. I need amateur boards, bamboo leaf board, and at least I don't have a shrivel axe, great axe. I just bought this for the wolf fang. I'm missing 5 rainbow geodes. Just 5? I can do that.
Thank you.
I think. I did spend everything I got it. Where is it? This guy? I might have spent it all. We're gonna find out right now. I just need 5 rainbow geodes. Thank you for the diving knife. Oh, we're good. We're totally fine. 5 rainbow geodes. Oh, beautiful seashells are here. Okay, that's good to know. Back to Julie. Alright. Upgrade this shit. Take the Segway cost. Look at that battery upgrade. Oh my god. Now, full charge is way worth it. So many enemies, bro. It's messed up.
Welcome.
Alright. Upgrade. Full Spank. Give me this. Attacks and weapons skills make stun now. Just like the nunchucks. Alright, okay. Let's see what happens if I try to disenchant it. 105 iron chunks. It's not like I'm going to go back. I got 16. No, I don't got 16. I got 8. How far can I go? Not that far. Not that far. God, no, I can't even get to 10. It's problematic. This is. I mean, 9 buff is good, but it's not that good. Damn it, dude. The only thing I can do is disenchant other stuff that I'm not entirely sure I want to disenchant. And the only other side quest that's kind of cool would be this one. Because the Asakawa fight, I ain't about that life. Right now. Where's Sujimar? Where am I? He's over there. So, the professor, I like to call him Professor Oak. He wanted $10,000 in order for me to upgrade Sojimaru here. I should have done this when I had Chitose, but if no matter, I'm sure this will go fine. Where's their weapons at? Magic axe. Alright, here it goes. So you want this money, right? Yeah, that was him asking you for the money. Oh, I give him a cent. Yeah, it was only $3 grand. He tells you to come back later, I'm pretty sure. Which isn't too much later. But it'll be fine. It's well worth it. 144,000. Yeah, just give him 1 penny. Just be like, whoops. You want $3 grand, right? Here you go. We'll get there eventually.
Aloha.
No, don't get scared. Alright, here's Kiryu's hotel. The whole reason why we ran in here from last time. Last time people came over here and attacked us right outside Kiryu's hotel, so we never came back.
We've been waiting for you. Come in.
I'm curious. When Kiryu-san got here, were you the ones who booked the room?
Yes, we arranged it. We were aware of Kiryu-san's condition, but once again underestimated the dangers he would face. Initially, Akane-san's procurement was our sole and simple objective.
Yeah, but in that case, your mission would be accomplished by now. Akane-san's at Yamai's place as we speak. You could just grab her.
She just woke up.
Indeed. Why don't you have a seat?
She was
This
laying
may
down
take
not
some
too long
time
ago.
to explain. To put it briefly, Daidoji's plans now extend beyond Akane-san herself. Polykhana's actions have illuminated certain aspects of the mission which were otherwise obscured. That is, Akane-san's charge, the girl Lani, is Polykhana's true target.
So Daidoji faction, Yamai's gang, it's all the same story.
Excuse me?
Yamai was chasing Akane-san without any idea why, just like you. All over Hawaii, people were hunting Akane-san just because they knew someone else was too. Everyone, desperate for a little more pull underground or a one-up on their enemies.
I understand. From your perspective, we may seem all too similar. Except, we have always known why Akane-san was sought after by Polykhana. It was no mere spurious chase.
What's it all about then?
This information is not to be uttered outside of this room. Polykhana has negotiated a backroom deal with our government.
Oh, have they now? And so, you can do better than that?
Nuclear power is returning, and as for radioactive waste involved, Polykhana has offered to dispose of it.
What?
We've been told Nele Island, their nerve center, possesses the facilities to see it buried. Polykhana was able to coordinate this arrangement thanks to one man, Ebina, of the Seiryu clan.
Ebina? Seriously?
Waste is the ultimate quandary for any nuclear society. Reactors can pose more harm than good because of it. Considering that, Ebina and Polykhana represented a true godsend. The men at the top couldn't be happier, of course. They could restart the generators, construct new plants, even export them to smaller nations for massive profit. However, the Daidoji faction knows when something is too good to be true. We are certain there's some sort of pitfall lying in wait here.
Okay, a pitfall? What do you mean?
We're not sure. The only people who would know for certain are the ones who offered the deal. To understand Polykhana's true intentions,
Happy Thanksgiving.
superficial negotiations will not suffice. We have to dissect them. And the only way to manage
Deviled
that
eggs.
is with the proper bait.
So they're just bait to you? Akane-san and Lani?
Yes.
Might
The
have
Daidoji faction has seen
about
fit to share that with
24
us
more
under
minutes.
the circumstances.
Hopefully.
Hanawa's death was unusually blindsiding.
So give it to us straight. You're Daidoji guys. You're like actual evil masterminds.
Hopefully.
We are a shadow power in Japan. That said, the shadows aren't what they once were.
So why come to Hawaii and play proxy war with Polykhana? It can't just be as simple as stopping a bad deal.
You misunderstand us entirely. Our interests lie solely in the prosperity of Japan. We simply place our focus on long-term planning rather than short-term profit. Polykhana's waste disposal is unlikely as secure as they claim, nor worth what they'd siphon from our taxes. When the future comes, what sort of country will our children inherit?
Yeah, so
That's the question
the
every
Daidoji here
patriot
is
must
just kind of
answer
filling
honestly.
Ichiban and Kasuga on what we kind of figured out
like a
already.
true man in
with
black.
Kiryu.
I've got a question.
So this isn't really
Assuming
anything
we
too
get
crazy
Lani
for us.
back, what would be your next move?
Just as before, we would escort her out of Polykhana's reach. We still have our aircraft prepared.
Okay. In that case, let's say that right now, our goals are the same. Keeping Akane-san and Lani from Polykhana's hands.
Certainly. Only one impediment. The man who betrayed us for the enemy.
Yeah.
Hey,
John.
John.
You said before, you found out more about him?
Eiji Mitamura. Surprisingly, that's actually his real name. Started out as a political reporter for the Toto Post.
H-Shun worked at a paper?
Indeed. Until his abrupt termination 5 years ago. After he was found guilty for vehicular assault.
Vehicular?
Kind of hit and run?
Damn, dude.
Seemingly. However, Mitamura insisted he was framed by Yakuza in his testimony. He specifically named the Arakawa family, saying they were colluding with the police commissioner.
What?
Apparently, he'd been on their case for some time, picking up evidence of corruption. Mitamura was good enough at his job to be considered a threat. And so, he had to be silenced. So, after another long, exhausting day on the beat, our reporter was driving home when... Suddenly, a pedestrian steps in front of his car.
And AG says it was the Arakawa family setting him up.
No real proof, of course. Then the car's EDR footage was examined in court. The victim was moving erratically. Even so, there's still nothing conclusive there. And when the victim denied any connection to Arakawa, it was the final nail. Fortunately, with only minor injuries sustained, it was ruled a fairly slight driver's error. He got off with a fine of a few 100,000 yen. However, his public reputation was another matter.
Supposing the
They just
Arakawas
wanted
really
him
were behind
off
the accident.
Being a journalist, maybe?
Regardless of the verdict, they got what they were after the moment it happened. She said AG had no proof. Why do I feel like you know there's more to it?
Even if the Arakawa family planned the incident, Masumi Arakawa's involvement is doubtful at best. No single reporter, however much noise they're making, would draw the Patriarch's attention. That said, Joe Sawashiro is another matter entirely. We would have to admit, this seems quite like his handiwork.
Well, if it's really true, then AG and I have way more in common than I'd have thought. Mafia, Yakuza, whatever. We both had our lives fucked by these people.
All right, so
hard to say.
Where does AG go from there?
After being let go from the post, he decided to take up a new cause. A non-profit organization, Bleach Japan.
H-Shun?
No way. He threw in with those bastards?
The Arakawa
Bleach
family
Japan
had cost him
is
everything.
from the first game.
Yakuza abolitionists like Bleach Japan must have seemed quite noble. Hardly difficult to see why he turned to them. Mitamura flourished within their network. Ryo Aoki quickly took notice of him, gave him leadership over the entire Tokyo metropolis.
Wasn't Kume the head of the Yokohama branch? That's some trick of fate, huh, Kasuga?
Yeah. One thing, though. So if H-Shun hates Yakuza as much as he seems to, why would he work with Ebina? Does he actually buy into the whole second dissolution story?
That's about the only reason that makes sense, given what we're hearing. A guy's so desperate for payback on the Yakuza. He'll help another Yakuza take them down.
Hold on. You really think so? AG's a true believer in the dissolution.
He was originally from Hawaii.
But the things he's done? Helping the Mafia kidnap a little girl? I can't imagine crossing those lines for revenge.
Well, maybe you're less alike than you think.
H-Shun will just have to give us answers himself.
All right, on. So what's next? Ebina recruits AG, who takes Chitose's channel over?
Once a reporter, always a reporter? Or a gossipy VTuber in this case.
And now, the channel's practically Ebina's mouthpiece.
Mitamura is likewise Ebina's proxy in Hawaii. Polycona's support strengthens him considerably. Lonnie is the key here. Without her, we fail. Kiryu-san's legacy, Hanawa's sacrifice, all will amount to nothing.
Yeah, no shit, but we're still dead in the water over here.
What does it say?
Chi-chan sent me a text!
Whoa, what'd she say?
It's just a picture. Looks like some kind of bar? She just took it. Think Chi-chan wants us to meet her there?
Could that be where AG's holed up?
Tell me, any chance you know this place? Please say you do.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I got this.
Shit, yeah!
Kasuga-san, do you believe Lonnie's there as well?
There's a good chance.
Better get there fast. Find out. Thanks, guys.
Hanawa-san, I hope your faith in them proves wise.
Just comes back. Thanks, guys. So there you have it. Way to go find out where this place is. That's the quest right there, Sujimar. Well, now that I buffed up Ichiban, maybe I should go do the Asakura quest. It's right there next to Sujimaru anyways. These guys are still stronger than me. One day I'll take them out. Save it so I don't have to do any of that again.